You know, we all do it, every single day. But have you ever stopped to wonder why? We're talking about laughter. It's this universal human thing, totally instinctual. But what's it actually for? Well, the answer is way more interesting than you might think.
Now really, take a second. When was the last time you laughed out loud? Was it at some brilliant joke from a comedian, or was it something else? Maybe you were just catching up with a friend, or you were a little nervous. Whatever it was, hold on to that memory. It's actually the first clue in solving this whole mystery.
Because laughter really is a puzzle. The easy answer, that we laugh at funny things, it just doesn't hold up when you look a little closer. So let's start putting the pieces together and see what's really going on.
Okay, so here's the big reveal, right up front. Most of the time, laughter has very little to do with humor and everything to do with communication. It's this ancient social tool, a nonverbal signal our ancestors used to survive, and believe it or not, we're still using it all the time.
So to really get to the bottom of this, we need to look at the main theories that try to crack the laughter code. You can think of these as the main suspects in our little investigation.
First up, we've got the incongruity theory. This is kind of the classic joke theory. See, your brain is basically a prediction machine, right? It's always guessing what comes next. And when something totally different happens, something that violates those expectations, as long as it's not actually dangerous, we get this little cognitive short circuit, and boom, we laugh.
You know, like a dog that suddenly starts talking, or the weird twist at the end of a pun. These things just don't fit the script in our heads. And it's that harmless mismatch, that incongruity, that pulls the trigger on a laugh. Next on the list is the relief theory. This one paints laughter as a kind of pressure release valve. So when we're building up all this nervous energy, tension, fear, anxiety, laughter is the physical way our body just lets it all go once the coast is clear. You totally know this feeling, right? You're watching a scary movie, your heart's pounding out of your chest, and then the hero gets away, the tension breaks, and you just let out this big laugh. It's not because it was funny, it was your body literally exhaling all that stress.
And that brings us to our final suspect, and the one that many scientists think is the real key, the social bonding theory. This idea suggests that laughter's main job isn't internal at all. It's an external signal. I mean, for our ancestors, being part of a group was everything. It was survival. And laughter evolved as this incredibly fast and effective way to say, hey, we're on the same team, I trust you, and we're in this together.
Now think back to that laugh I asked you about at the beginning. Were you with other people? I bet you were. We laugh at our friend's goofy story not because it's the funniest thing we've ever heard, but because it's a way to say, I like you, this is fun, our connection is strong. It's all about the bond.
So let's put our suspects side by side. You've got incongruity, which is triggered by surprise. You've got relief, triggered by the end of tension. But social bonding, that's triggered simply by being with other people. And while the others definitely play a part, that social trigger seems to be the one that gets pulled most often.
So if laughter really is all about social connection, we should see proof of that everywhere, right? In how we actually behave. And well, it turns out we do.
Get this, 30. You are 30 times more likely to laugh when you're with someone else than when you're by yourself. Just let that sink in. If laughter was just about things being funny, we'd be cracking up alone all the time while reading or watching TV. But we don't, not really. Laughter isn't a solo act, it's a group activity. It's an incredibly potent social signal. It's contagious, so when you hear someone else laugh, your own brain is primed to join in, which builds empathy like crazy. It's a vocal high five that says, we get each other. It can even diffuse a tense situation, showing that your intentions are friendly. It's a social superpower.
Okay, so it's this amazing tool for building connections, but here's the kicker. It also comes with this incredible package of benefits for our own bodies. It's not just good for the group, it's really, really good for you.
When you have a genuine deep belly laugh, your body chemistry actually changes. It releases endorphins, those natural feel-good chemicals. It can boost your immune system, improve blood flow, and maybe most importantly, it slashes the levels of stress hormones like cortisol.
I mean, just look at this. You can literally see the cortisol levels plummeting after a good laugh. This isn't just a feeling of being less stressed. It is a measurable physical change happening inside you. In a very real way, laughter is medicine.
So after all that, the theories, the social evidence, the health benefits, what's the real punchline here? What is the solution to the puzzle of laughter? The big takeaway is that laughter isn't just one simple thing. It's this complex, ancient, and absolutely essential survival tool. It works on every level, for our minds to process the world, for our bodies to manage stress, and, maybe most importantly, for our relationships to build the bonds that help us thrive.
Which leaves us with a final, fascinating thought. We always think the whole point of a joke is the punchline at the end. But what if we have it all backward? What if the words, the story, the joke itself, what if that's all just an excuse to get to the real prize? That moment of shared joy, that amazing social glue we call laughter.